Okay, so if you're wanting to know, Leanne, are you really videotaping from inside your car? The answer is yes. But you know, sometimes when you can't get any privacy anywhere else, you just do what you have to do. So you'll have to excuse the sunglasses because I can't be out in the bright sunshine without my shades on. So you'll just have to pretend that I'm without shades. How does that sound? But I wanted to kind of just bring all this together for you and this blog that I'm talking about today and the concept behind taking baby steps, which is something that we've been talking about quite a bit on the Marshall team. And it was so neat the other day when I had taken my run. Of course, I dreaded it. You know, sometimes I think getting started in anything, it's much worse. The thought of doing it's much worse than actually getting out there and doing it. So I had gotten home and my assistant was at the house, my assistant Teresa, and my husband was there, and I said, oh my goodness, you guys are not going to believe what I just came up with. And I said, it's something I think I can use with my team, and it was such a visual for me. And that was starting at the bottom of the hill and trying to get to the top of the hill sometimes seems so long. And especially when it's difficult, when maybe you're trying to get back in momentum and you maybe haven't exercised in a while. It might be the same thing with you trying to get back into a spa schedule, or maybe things just haven't gone quite like you wanted them to. It seems so hard from getting from point A down to Z, right? So as I was looking at my feet, walking up the hill, I kept telling myself, Leanne, baby steps, baby steps. And then I realized this is what I teach my team every day. The baby steps. When you actually look at it in tiny little steps versus one long, huge leap, it makes your journey much, much smaller and much less difficult. And I was talking to my executive director today, Anna Sessoms, and we were talking about, you know, DIQs and goal setting and all of that. And one of the things that we talked about was baby steps and the simple principle of breaking down your goals into the number of spas that you do each week. Really, when you look at it, it's all about the number of spas you've held and how many more you've got to go. But if you look at numbers and you break your numbers of volume down into baby steps, and that would be the number of spas you hold each week and how many you're committed to, then it's much easier to reach that goal. And I really want you to focus on activity, not so much numbers, but activity. Because when you're doing the activity, the numbers come into play and they start showing up. So when you show up, your numbers show up, and it's all good. So I hope you understand my little lesson for today. I know for me, walking at from the bottom of that hill to the top of that hill will never be the same.